So now Act 2 has finally over, but we actually take a look of how the conference from the fortress actually ended, which Fujitara actually knew about the corruption of the system that was actually created for the seven warlords. So now he actually wanted to destroy the system, which take place that the conference had been ended, in which a week later we seen Garb actually escorted Neptune and Shirahoshi back to the Ryugu Palace. But they actually talk about the issues that the countries are now facing, which they actually knew what they're actually talking about, but they actually not something they actually want to be interested in. However, we saw Morgans actually heard about the incident that actually happened on Marie Schroer. So now we actually knew how he wanted to spread the news. However, an agent of Cyberpol told him not to send out that news, but to keep it quiet. So he still wants to do the news, which he knew that more Cyberpol agents, who are now the government officials, are still coming after him. So he will relocate and send the news out on the world. So he actually has sent where Sabo and the other members of the Revolutionary Army have been captured, in which their fates have been unknown, including Steely, who's actually heard about his brother, and also Dragon and the rest of the Revolutionary Army. So we knew that something is actually wrong, but he doesn't actually know it yet until he actually confirms it, including Makino and Dohan, about how Sabo was alive, but now they think that he's dead. But the news actually broke out about how the decision actually came to an agreement, which Cobra and Riku actually told the other members of the conference about what they wanted to agree upon, which they actually agree to disband the seven warlords, which are the government's government dogs. But now, since all of them have actually been pirates, they actually knew that some of them are actually the ones who are taking over countries. For example, Crocodile, who actually bring destruction to Alabasta by declaring war, but he was stopped by Luffy. Then we see how Blackbeard replaced him. However, he actually resigned of Warlord and he became one of the four emperors, taking Whitebeard's spot. Then Jinbei had actually decided to renounce the Warlord title as well. Then Geku Moria was expelled, where we had seen him on the war, which he also have rule over Thriller Bark. Then Doflamingo, who was actually trafficking artificial devil fruit on Dressrosa. Then he was defeated by Luffy. Then Law, who was also a warlord, but he was actually stripped of his title, in which there's only four warlords left, which are Hancock, Hawkeye, Buggy, and Revo. But now their titles have been stripped away from them, and they have no rights and no privileges, and contact of the Marines have been cut off. So now they will actually apprehend them. So the three systems that were actually there are the seven warlords, the Marines, and the four emperors, which are Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, and Blackbeard. But since one of the systems have been gone, two systems are left, in which everybody cheering think that they're actually been disbanded, which they actually have succeed in life. But they don't actually celebrate yet because there might be another organization as well. However, the Warlords are not afraid to actually run, so they decide to fight back against the Marines. Well, everybody except for Buggy, of course. So we actually knew that the Warlords will be disbanded and their titles have been stripped away from them, and they have taken away their rights, and their contacts of the Marine have been cut off. So we knew what this actually meant, but we're going to see what's going to happen on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy 300 here saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.